All right, good morning. Sorry it took me a second to get everything turned on in here and ready to go for the live stream. Minnesota and Virginia Tech Dukes Mayonnaise Bowl, which, of course, if it ain't Dukes, it ain't mayonnaise. I think everybody's well aware of that by now. Throw out all your Hellmann's or fucking Blue Plate Special, whatever else fuck you got. If it's not Dukes, then it's not fucking mayonnaise. It's literally that. It's literally that simple. My bet on this game. I know I took Minnesota. I don't remember if I took them in the first half or the whole game. Let me look. I've got Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half. That's the only bet I have on this game. So there's that. So whoever wants to troll me for losing a bet or whatever, I've got Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half. So we'll see. But what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Roderick, Tom, Scott, Jarrett, Randy, Patrick, Floby, Bubbles, Donovan, Anthony Swift, Suplexus, Seminoles, FTW, tired of the same old shit. Jarrett Barker, Pigskin Pete, what's up, buddy? Rudy wins Big Bowl. You changed your name. There you go, buddy. There you go. Congratulations on your win yesterday, my man. Matt Dummett, Nizzy B, Gamecock, Orbit, Wolverine, Sage X, Scott Rutherford. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Still got some bowl games left. Minnesota and Virginia Tech. Minnesota and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, kind of disappointing. They had a lot of hype in the offseason. They had a lot of returning players. They had that quarterback who a lot of people liked. And kind of disappointing for them at 6-6. Minnesota at 7-5. I think the best thing Minnesota did all year was almost beat Penn State. Look, how about these Minnesota helmets? Are y'all watching? They got like a giant beaver or something. I guess it's a gopher, but what in the fuck? It looks like some kind of cartoon. Play action pass complete. Gets up the sideline. Nice gain for Minnesota. DK, what's up, buddy? He says, good morning, Lou. Was in the Superdome supporting your dog. Not the wanted outcome, but it was a great atmosphere despite everything else. Good to see you in here, DK. I'm sure you had a great time at the game. Hey, Lou, is Ohio State or Texas winning? I'll make a prediction video tomorrow or the next day probably, but I'm leaning Ohio State in that one. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter of this one. Minnesota and Virginia Tech. Lou, in the Slaw Bible, is Tennessee ever back? That is revealed in the final chapter of the Slaw Bible, Revelations. Unfortunately, I can't give out that information. What am I doing? What is going on? Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Uncle Lou is back. It's almost like I never left. No score in this one, 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Minnesota and Virginia Tech. Minnesota's about a 2-touchdown favorite in this one. This is the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Shout out to Duke's Mayonnaise, which is by far the best mayonnaise and really the only real mayonnaise at all. If you're using mayonnaise other than Duke's, you might as well have two first names instead of a first name and a last name. I don't have any use for you at all if you're not on the Dukes. Incomplete pass into the end zone. Come on, Minnesota. We need a fucking touchdown. My bet on this game is Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half. Third and goal coming up for the Gophers here. 4:13 to go. Come on, Minnesota. Pay Lou. Come on. Pay Lou. 4 wide. Shotgun. Somebody moved. Both lines pointing at each other. Referees, of course, have to have a meeting before they announce anything, per normal. DK, thank you again for the super chat. Rudy wins big bowls. Says, nothing but respect to the dogs. We had a few things turn in our favor, but either team could have won. I know we'll meet again. Hashtag educated fart smeller. Well, that guy was looking for attention big time, wasn't he? On to your season is over video. DK, thank you again for the super chat. Yeah, we do have the exercise goal going again, so trying to get Lou in shape here. Trying to get Lou in shape, so I think we're going to do some, we're going to do push-ups today, I think. Third and goal, here we go. Backed up to the 16 now, back to throw, under pressure, gets rid of it, dropped, would have been well short anyway. Fourth and goal coming up, and Minnesota's going to have to settle for a field goal. DK says, hashtag get Lou in shape. Yeah, we got to get me in shape. Got to get me in shape. All right, that's it. We hit the goal. Let me watch this field goal attempt, and then we'll get on some push-ups. I'll reset the goal. Thank you, DK, and thank you, DK and Rudy wins big bowls for the super chats. I appreciate y'all helping to support the show and the channel today. All right, let's watch this field goal attempt from Minnesota, and then we'll get on some push-ups. He missed the damn thing. He missed it. A little chip shot field goal, 33-yarder, and he fucking missed it. Got to take his scholarship away. I don't see what other choice we have, really. All right, push-up time. Let's go. All right, see if we can do some push-ups here. Oh, boy, getting down and getting up is the hard part. The push-ups are the easy part. Come on, Lou. Come on, Lou. All right, we'll do 12 at a time today instead of 10. You gotta up it a little. I can't keep doing 10, so we're gonna try 12 today. We'll try 12 today and see how that goes. There we go. First set down. Feels good. Feels good. Warmed up. Come on, Lou. Get in shape, Lou. If you're watching the game on TV, they have changed the game back to ESPN now. The game was on ESPN News. They changed it back to ESPN. Navy had a better record than Alabama. Dang. Navy. Also, Navy, an actual service academy, unlike Texas A&M. Thank you, By Insanity, for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm out of breath, man. 12 push-ups. See what I'm talking about? That's why I got to get in shape, guys. I am... Wow. All right. Yeah, I'm up so far a little bit. I'm up 156 for the week. I'm up 156 for the week on the Pay Lou movement. I've got Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half of this one, so that missed field goal no good. All we need is a touchdown. We need a touchdown. That's what we need. We need a touchdown. keep Virginia Tech out of the end zone, and we need a touchdown. -6.5 first half, Minnesota. That's the bet. Overhead tricep dumbbells in the mix. We did that last time. And my arms are hurting so bad under here, there's no way I could do them today. There's no way. I must have did 50 or 60 of them the other day on stream with those dumbbells over there, just like that. And just doing this right now, it hurts so bad under here, there's no way I could do those today. So we're switching to the push-ups today. All right, Virginia Tech's going to take over on offense after that missed field goal from Minnesota. 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Still no score in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Uncle Lou, out of 10, how much do you like soccer? I never really cared or knew anything at all about soccer, really, until my son started playing about 10 years ago. And I'm still not some kind of huge soccer fan, but I do like international soccer, country versus country. But I don't know anything about, like, team soccer or club soccer or whatever. I'm not much of a soccer expert at all. Second and 5. Under pressure, quarterback's going to take off. Dives forward for 3 yards, looks like. Third and about 2 coming up now for Virginia Tech. Still no score in this one. Chance-tastic, thank you for the super chat. He says, you know what's bad in Tuscaloosa when 2 service academies have a better record than us. Hope you're doing well, Lou. Hashtag Lou Ferrigno. Yeah, well, thank you, Chance. I hope you're doing good too. I'm sure you are. Hope everybody had a happy new year, by the way. Let's have a great 2025. Third and 2 for Virginia Tech now. They're on their own 28-yard line. They're going to hand it off, and they pick up the first down to the 33. First and 10, Virginia Tech. Florida wins 2 games in 4 years with Sunbelt Billy, and they think they're taking over. Yeah. It's hard to find a fan base more excited about a 5-loss season than Florida. It's really weird. Not as weird as Texas A&M, but weird. First and 10, Va-Tech. No score. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Empty backfield this time. Now they bring somebody back there. Snap. Play action. Pass complete behind the line of scrimmage, and he's got room. Hurdle. Oh, shit. He hurdled a man. Picked up a first down. There is a flag down. Look at this hurdle. Boop. Let's see what the flag, I don't know what kind of flag is this going to be. Holding or something? Yeah, holding on Virginia Tech. So hell of a hurdle, but it's not going to count. Holding on Virginia Tech, that's going to back them up. Buckeye Man, thank you for the super chat. He says, Lou, I hope we win the Natty this year. Feels like it's ours to lose. We can only beat ourselves. Jeremiah Smith is a monster. Ohio State will be a significant favorite in both of their remaining games. So, I mean, obviously we got to see the games get played. Anything can happen. You know, there's no such thing as a lock or a guarantee, but Ohio State would be my pick right now to win it all. If they play like they've played in the last 2 games, I just don't know if anybody can beat them. First and 19 now for Va-Tech after that holding penalty. Backs them up to their own 24. Empty backfield. Jet sweep. Cuts it upfield. Gets to the 30. Gain of about 6. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Thank you, Buckeye Man, Chance-tastic, and By Insanity for the super chats. I really appreciate that. 300 days till the fire Sunbelt Billy starts. But at least they don't. Do they play Miami again? Who does Florida play in the Non-con to start the season. Hopefully it's not Miami again, because they'll get beat if it is. Uh-oh, wide open, caught. This could be a touchdown. 30, 20. Inside the 5, all the way down to the 2. Not good for the Pay-Lou movement. This is terrible news. We had Minnesota -6.5. This was horrible. Virginia Tech with a huge, about a 70-yard run and catch all the way down, or catch and run, I guess it would be, all the way down inside the 5 is going to give the Hokies a 1st and goal from about the 2. Thank you, DK. Uncle Lou, would you like to see Bill Belichick win the Duke's Mayo Bowl? I don't. Is there something about Bill Belichick and mayonnaise or something? I don't give a shit what bowl game North Carolina plays in or wins or loses. First and goal from the 3 for Virginia Tech. Back to throw. Out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and goal now. Come on, Lou, get those push. All right, we hit another goal. Thank you, DK. Buckeye Man and Chance-tastic. We hit another goal. Let's get back on these push-ups. I'm going to reset the goal. There we go. All right. 10 more push-ups. Let's watch this 2nd and goal play. 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. Still no score. 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback keep, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They're going to take an early lead. All right, let's see if we can do some more push-ups here. Come on, Lou. Come on, Lou. Get in shape, Lou. Ain't nothing to it. Nothing to it. Let's go. We're going to get Lou in shape. We're going to get Lou in shape on these live streams. Let's go now. Come on now. Who do I think is going to be Georgia's quarterback next year? Gunnar Stockton. All right, Virginia Tech is up 7-0 into the first quarter. Pay-Lou movement, we are up 156 for the week. Up 156 for the week. Hey, thank you, Buckeye Man. He says, did you hear about Tennessee fans started a GoFundMe to try to get Jeremiah Smith? Well, they didn't really start a GoFundMe. It's a Photoshop picture. But it is hilarious. It says they're trying to raise $1 billion to get Jeremiah Smith, but it's not a real GoFundMe. But the meme, their picture is funny, though. Does Deion stick around at Colorado? Not if he's offered another job, but I'm not convinced he will be offered another job. That could pay for a lot of dentures in Tennessee. Alabama's ready to beat Georgia in Athens next year with Ty Simpson. Yeah, Alabama plays in Athens next year. Tennessee needs a quarterback who doesn't wear a dress and can complete passes. Well, instead they have an $8 million Nico. Big Ten has 1 year of dominance. Does this continue over the SEC? Hard to know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, but they are the best conference this year, the Big Ten. I don't do score predictions. DK, thank you for the super chat. He says, Buckeyes have looked like a machine, but still going to cheer on my Longhorns. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a reason we make fun of Alabama for talking about hypothetical matchups, which, of course, they're undefeated. It's because you have to actually line up and play the game. And, I mean, we've all been watching college football for the last month. It's obvious that Ohio State has looked like the best team. I mean, that's just a fact. But that's not a guarantee that they'll win the next two games. I mean, it's hard to play at your ceiling multiple weeks in a row, you know. But if they do, I just don't think anybody can beat them. It's not a slight on Texas. Just like into your season is over the other day, I said it's not a slight on Oregon. Oregon's a good team. They got completely overwhelmed and that game was over. And if Ohio State plays that way, I think potentially they could do that to anybody left in the playoffs. But we don't know if they will do that, you know. But they're going to be favored. Is that Aaron Murray calling this game? Yeah, Aaron Murray. All right. Minnesota with the ball. They're down 7-0. This will be the last play of the first quarter. There's only 3 seconds to go. They're on their own 20. 1st and 10. Play action. Uh-oh, going deep. Overthrew everybody, just ends up being a really long incompletion. That's the end of the first quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 10 when the second quarter gets underway. But, of course, this is a perfect excuse for ESPN to take another commercial break. Mayonnaise is Redneck Ranch. Who has the least hype of any SEC team going into the offseason besides Arkansas, Mississippi State, or Vandy? Well, Kentucky. I think people are going to be down on Kentucky in the offseason. Probably Missouri. Watching Frozen. You know, I've never seen that. Never seen Frozen. Yeah, Auburn's going to have another great portal class. $5 for a burgle snack. Burgle loves her snacks. Thank you, Sven. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. Brian Kelly is still the most arrogant head coach, and like I said, he's 2 Mahomes in 1.
Check out the newest strength equipment at Planet Fitness. Join today for $1 down and save. We're trying new machines.
All right, come on, let's get back to the game. Damn commercials. How many games do you think North Carolina will win? Oh, I don't know. I'm about 6 months away from making predictions for next year. I mean, we got to wait to see what happens with the portal, February signing day, spring practice, another portal window at the end of April. I don't start doing predictions for next year until May. So 5 months away, I guess. I usually start doing predictions in May. After seeing what Marcus Freeman did with Notre Dame and now seeing LSU, I don't think Brian Kelly is that good, says Jay Melvin. He's got some issues, that's for sure. And, you know, they play Clemson in week 1 next year, so it could start off bad for LSU again. LSU hasn't won a week 1 game since 2019. They've lost 5 in a row. I thought Gunner played well in the Sugar Bowl. I would have liked to have seen him run some more. Second and 10, Minnesota keeps it on the ground, gains next to nothing really. 3rd and long coming up now for Minnesota. Is Georgia losing? They're not playing. You might have been in a coma. They played yesterday, though. UJ need wide receiver and offensive line. Yeah, bad. Well, I mean, the good news is Georgia's losing 4 of their 5 starting offensive linemen. The bad news is Georgia's losing 4 of their 5 starting offensive linemen. Oh, and guess who the only starting offensive lineman is that'll be back next year? Guess who? The only starting offensive lineman that'll be back next year is that left tackle, Monroe Freeling, from yesterday. The guy that got beat and whipped all year long. He's the only one coming back. So Georgia's got some work to do on the offensive line. That pass was incomplete on 3rd down, but there's a flag down. Referees in the middle of a 10-minute meeting before they tell us what's going on. Offsides on the defense and pass interference on the defense, so that's going to give Minnesota a free 1st down there. First and 10 on their own 29 now. Minnesota's got the ball down 7-0, 14 minutes to go in the first half. Quarterback under center this time. Snap. Handoff. Left tackle. Big hole. Picks up a 1st down. Gain of about 13. Nice looking play that time by Minnesota. 14 minutes to go in the first half now. Who is LSU week 1 non-con game? Clemson. LSU plays Clemson, I think in one of those, is it a neutral site? I don't remember if it's a neutral site game or if they have a home and home deal. I don't remember, but I know they play Clemson week 1. LSU does. And you know who Florida State plays in week 1, right? Florida State plays Alabama in week 1 next year. Another handoff. Almost gets loose. Shoestring tackle. Still gains about 7, though. Minnesota doing work on the ground on this drive. LSU goes to Clemson, so it's at Clemson. Okay, so it must be a home and home. Hey, what's up, Nate? Second and 4. Another run. Tries to get to the corner. Picks up a block and gets a 1st down. Needed 4, gained 5. 1st and 10, Minnesota. Should I eat hibachi, tacos, sushi, a lobster roll, or wings? I'd go with hibachi. I'd go with hibachi on that one. First and 10. Across midfield on the 47. 12-15 to go in the first quarter. Minnesota down 7-0, but with the ball and driving. Another handoff. Nowhere to go this time. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Second and 10 coming up now. You think Florida State can double their win total next year? Maybe get to 4-8? Wouldn't that be something? I thought Gunner played well. He was, what was he, like 20 of 32 or something like that? He was, 20 of 32, 234 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. I would like to have seen him run some more. I mean, it seems like, you know, one of the benefits of playing Gunner Stockton would be his dual threat ability, but Georgia didn't really seem interested in using him that way, which I don't understand at all. Evan Chino, thank you for the super chat. He says, now that it's 2025, I've been watching your videos for 7 years. Crazy to think about it. Keep up the awesome content, Lou. Hey, thank you, Evan. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, man. Yeah, you've been here a long time. I really appreciate that. Happy New Year, man. And thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you helping to support the show and the channel today. 3rd and 8. Minnesota on the Virginia Tech 45, trying to keep this drive going. 4 wide, motion. Snap, back to throw. Going deep. Has a man. Caught inside the 10. Did he fumble? Referee says he was down and now he's hurt. Guess he was down. I hope he was down. We need Minnesota to score here. I've got Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half, and they're down 7, so I need 2 Minnesota touchdowns. If this play stands, it's going to be 1st and goal, Minnesota. The wide receiver did fumble, but the referee ruled him down. I'm sure they'll look at it. And now the wide receiver is injured, and they're out taking a look at him. Get them push-ups again, Lou. Yep, we hit the goal again. Thank you, DK, Evan, Sven, and Buckeye Man for helping to support the show. We did hit the goal again. Let's get it reset. Here we go. And we will hit the push-ups while they are checking on this injured player. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do. Oh, get harder. All right. Here we go. What is that, 36 now? That's 36 now. You see next year's Auburn team improving? They better, or Hugh Freeze is going to be in trouble. I mean, I think it's going to come down to the quarterback play, and I'm going to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Jackson Arnold. Now, maybe Hugh Freeze can work some magic with him. You know, he's done that in the past with quarterbacks. But I'm not sold on Jackson Arnold. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it with Jackson Arnold. But they have loaded up on talent the last 2 years. I mean, that is true. Outside of the quarterback position. But you know the deal with Hugh Freeze. He's a good coach and he can have some good teams, but he has to have a quarterback. Some offenses, some teams are more quarterback centric than others. Hugh Freeze needs a quarterback. Josh Heupel looks like an oversized gremlin, says Captain Trips. Hard to argue that. Hard to argue that. You have never been to Athens. Who? Me? What, Athens, Greece? Yeah, I've never been to Athens, Greece. That's a fact. Georgia's left tackle situation was painful to watch, needs to be fixed. Georgia's left tackle is the only offensive lineman that's coming back next year. The rest of them are gone. Hey, thanks, Marty. Happy New Year, buddy. Yeah, it looks like a catch to me. Yeah, they ruled it a catch. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 10. And we need a touchdown here from Minnesota. I've got Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half. So I need actually 2 touchdowns from Minnesota. Toss sweep. Wants to throw it. Caught. A running back toss sweep pass into the end zone in Arizona State. I was thinking that was Scattaboo out there throwing the ball. Minnesota scores. We're going to have a tie game here. Well, pending the extra point. Ham Hawk can probably throw too. I think he has thrown some passes, actually, hasn't he? That Warren for Penn State? I think he has. Extra point is good. We're all tied at 7 with 10:18 to go. So we still got time to cover this first half spread. We need Minnesota to play some defense here. Try to get the ball back and then score again. We've got Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half. Am I a fan of Matt B. Gump? I don't know who that is. Florida might be nasty next year. Yeah. All right. Is that Josh Pape's troll account? Harold Hall. Is that you, Josh? That has to be Josh Pape in disguise. I knew Josh Pape watched Uncle Lou every day like he was supposed to. I just didn't know he did it under a fake account. Let me go refill my water while it's a commercial break. All right, sorry about that. Had to get a refill. All right, Minnesota set to kick off after tying things up with Virginia Tech 7-7 with 10:18 to go in the first half. And there's the kick. Fielded at the 2. Returned out to the 10, 15, 20. Uh-oh, get his ass. Great return for Virginia Tech. Gets all the way up past the 35-yard line. They're going to have good field position here. They're dipping and they're dipping chocolate-covered ice cream into mayonnaise. What are they doing? First and 10, Vatek. Quarterback in the pocket, throws incomplete over the middle. Second and 10 coming up now for Vatek. Remember when Joe Burrow monkey stomped Georgia in Baton Rouge in 2018? It was a beautiful scene. Was that 2018 or 2019? I remember, yeah, I guess that was, I thought that was 20 in Baton Rouge. Was that 2018? It's either 2018 or 2019. Maybe 2019 was the SEC championship game, maybe. 2019, I guess 2019 was the SEC championship game Georgia lost to LSU. Third and 10 coming up now. Uh-oh. Minnesota jumped off sides. Free play for Virginia Tech. And, of course, they go deep. Incomplete. Bama fans still crying for a playoff spot. Well, that's just retarded, if that's true. That's just absolutely retarded, if that's true. Will Michael Williams declare for the draft? I would expect so, yeah. He'll probably be a first-round draft pick. Octavian dips his wings in ketchup? What a weirdo. What a weirdo. Third and 5 coming up for Virginia Tech after the offsides penalty on Minnesota. Virginia Tech with the ball on their own 43, all tied at 7. 9:34 to go in the first half. 3 wide, shotgun, snap, back to throw. Under pressure, escapes, out to his right, throws deep downfield, has a man. Incomplete, knocked away at the last minute. Wow, could have been a big play. Should have been a sack, but he got away from it, scrambled out to the right, and then threw deep down the sideline, had a man open. A little bit underthrown, and the ball was deflected at the last minute. I think Virginia Tech's head coach just got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for yelling at the referee, so this is going to back him up even more for the punt. He's losing his mind over there. I think he wanted a pass interference call. All right, here's the punt. Now, we need Minnesota to go down and score. We need Minnesota to go down and score a touchdown. I got Minnesota minus 6.5 for the first half. It's tied at 7, so we need a touchdown here. Octavian does the scratch and sniff technique. Well, y'all riding Octavian, man. Lou, would you bet the over or under 43.5? Under. You talking about live bet right now? Is that the number? Let me see what I've got, what number I have. I've got 42, yeah. I don't think Virginia Tech is going to score very much. Yeah, I would take under. I'm not betting that because I have a bet on the first half already. But if I was going to bet the over-under right now, I would bet the under. Florida is back to the middle, says Charles Brantley. Isaac says Floirda is back. I don't know who that is, but Floirda. I don't even know what that is. I got Minnesota over 10.5 first half points. I like that too, Chops. I like that too. Well, if they score a touchdown, we'll both hit. You'll hit your over 10.5, and I'll hit my minus 6.5. Isaac needs to go to the fart smella school. He is special, isn't he? How's the pay movement going? We're up for the week 156. Up 156 for the week. Tim Tebow not coming back no time soon, says Els King. Aaron Smith dips his hands in popcorn butter during pregame warm-ups. Well, Dylan Bell must have done the same thing yesterday. Dylan Bell had about 3 drops yesterday. Will you be streaming the Super Bowl, Woo? Yeah, but probably on Patreon. Yeah, cost them the game, win model. You think Georgia wins it all in basketball this year? I don't know anything about basketball, but I would find that hard to believe. All right, come on, Minnesota. We need a touchdown on this drive. Let's go. Let's go. 1st and 10, Minnesota on their own 35. Shotgun. Snap. Back to throw. Caught underneath across the 40. Close to a first down. Might be about a yard short. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming up for Minnesota. Will you stream the NFL playoffs? Yes. But again, most likely the majority of that will be on Patreon. There'll be one game a weekend for sure on Patreon. If I do a second playoff game, I would do it on YouTube, but I don't know that I will. Caught! Into Virginia Tech territory to the 37. Minnesota's on the move, looking good here. Come on, Gophers. We need a touchdown here. No, Georgia's not the next Bama. That's fake news. There's no way Georgia's going to start losing 4 games a year. That's just not going to happen, bud. So Georgia's not the next Bama. Will you be streaming basketball games? Yes, 1 per weekend. But again, the majority, this is a college football channel, so most of that stuff is going to be on Patreon. If there's ever a weekend where I stream 2 basketball games, then 1 would be on YouTube, but most of that stuff's going to be on Patreon in the off season. UJ gets all their hard games at home next year. Well, they got to play at Tennessee. But they get Georgia, Texas, and Ole Miss at home. Going deep. There it is. Come on, man. Damn. He laid out, just couldn't come down with it. 3rd and 6. That would have been nice if he'd have hit that one. Led him about a yard too far there. Damn. That would have been great for the Paylou movement. You will get thousands of subs for playing UK games? I don't play games. I'm serious. I'm about that business. I don't play. 3rd and 6. On the ground. 1st down. Inside the 20. 15. Down to the 12. Let's go. Let's go. I don't stream things for the purpose of gaining subscribers. That's not how YouTube works. You have to stream what you want to stream. You have to do what you want to do on YouTube. And if people watch, they watch. I'm not going to stream a Kentucky game just because I think people might subscribe to the channel. So that's not how things work. I'm not a college basketball fan. I'm not going to pretend to be just to try to get subs. That doesn't work. I heard Quincy Carter is going to be UJ's quarterback coach next year. Have you got your ears checked? I haven't heard that. Stop mistreating Lou and hit the like button. Yeah, good idea. Thank you, DK. Y'all hit the like button. Only 94 likes? I might as well just shut this shit down. 2nd and 10 for Minnesota. We need a touchdown. They're in the red zone on the 14. 2nd and 10. Empty backfield here. We need a touchdown. Come on, Minnesota. Come on. Motion. Snap. Back to throw. Referees blow it dead. Somebody took a timeout, I think. Yeah, somebody took a timeout there. Yeah, we've been doing push-ups during the stream today. Is Georgia going to fire Mike Bobo? I hope not. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Waffle House. Waffle House is good eating. Waffle House is good eating. That's just a fact. Georgia's schedule next year is set up to win double-digit games. They win double-digit games every year. Lou, you got money on Lions versus Vikings? No. Ravens favored by 20? Good God. For the NFL, that is a huge line. 2nd and 10. Jet sweeps. Got room. Come on. Ah, shit. Gain of 2. Fuck. Couldn't get to the corner. 3rd and about 8 coming up now for Minnesota. Come on, Minnesota. We need a fucking touchdown now. Huddle House. Fuck Huddle House. Fuck the Huddle House. I wish they'd close all those fucking flea markets down. Five wide on 3rd and 8 for Minnesota. They are on the Virginia Tech 13-yard line. Now they shift a running back into the backfield. 4 wide, quarterback in a shotgun. Snap. Back to throw. Looking right. Throws right. Caught. Let's go. Pay Lou! Pay me! Pay my man in the comment section too, who had over 10.5 points. Let's go. Come on now. Come on now. Pay me. Pay me. Let's do some push-ups. Don't tell me what to do. I'll do push-ups when the goal get hit. Type more. Nick Koenig, thank you for the super chat. He says, congrats, Ducks, on your regular season championship. You have more natties than you had rushing yards against OSU. Maybe a new uniform will help? Just a thought. Damn. Damn. Ohio State, man, off the top rope with a flying elbow into the chest of the Oregon man. Was that necessary, Nick? Was that necessary, Nick? Thank you, Nick, for the super chat, and DK. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Do 100 sit-ups, Lou. Don't tell me what to do, Robert. Type more, Robert. Lou, what do you think is the top priority for Georgia this offseason? Any coaching staff changes coming? I have no idea about the coaching staff changes. I guess it's possible they change OCs, maybe offensive line coach, maybe wide receiver coach. But I really don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I think this was the best coaching job at Georgia in a decade. I mean, the reality is, I mean, it's not Mike Bobo's fault that receivers can't catch the ball. I mean, they led the country in drop passes. I don't know. I think the players on this team were a much bigger problem than the coaches on this team. All right, DK, we hit the goal again. Thank you, DK, Nick, Evan, Sven, thank y'all for hitting the super chats. We did hit the goal again, so here we go. See if we can get some more push-ups in without having some type of a heart attack or a stroke. That would be ideal if we could do this without having a stroke. Woo! All right, let's reset the goal. I only did 10 that time. So we're at 46 now. We're up to 46 now. Oh, man. Nick, thank you for the super chat. He says, I hope you're well, Lou. Texas better be their best. If Texas has any chance of winning that game, yes, they're going to have to play at their absolute best. Absolute best. I thought you fell off the face of the planet after the Notre Dame beatdown. Are you mentally retarded, or? I mean, chances are, I guess maybe you are. I do the same thing every weekend of the college football season. Literally the exact same thing. Halftime videos on Saturday. Your season is over video on Sunday. Yesterday I did halftime videos. Today I did the your season is over video. But, yeah, you got a little drool on your chin there, bud. That you might need to wipe off. Tennessee fans have gone into witness protection, says Charles. I've still seen some Tennessee fans around. Virginia Tech on the ground, 1st and 10, no gain. 2nd and 10. We got to play defense here. I've got Virginia Tech. I've got Minnesota -6.5 in the first half. Right now they're up 7, so we can't have no Virginia Tech points here. Under 5 minutes to go. We need a 3 and out, get the ball back. 4 wide for Vatek. Back to throw this time. Going deep. Fuck, he's open. Thank God he overthrew him. God damn. That looked like every Nico pass I've ever seen this year. Wide open receiver and the ball thrown 10 yards over his head. Fuck, thank God. Third and 10 coming up for Vatek. 4 wide. They're on their own 17. Come on, defense. Get off the field here. Somebody make a play here on defense. Let's get off the field. Come on now. Come on now. 3rd and 10. Under pressure. Quarterback scrambles. Throws. Fuck. Caught for a 1st down at the 31. Shit. 1st down, Virginia Tech. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Damn it. I expect Penn State to win. Notre Dame didn't look that impressive. Georgia's offense hasn't been much all year. Yeah, before the game, I said I thought whoever won the Georgia-Notre Dame game would beat Penn State. But after watching Penn State's offense play that good for the 3rd game in a row, I wouldn't be surprised if Penn State beat them. Notre Dame's a small favorite right now. They're favored by about 1.5 against Penn State. But I think Penn State's got a chance there. Under pressure and sacked all the way back at the 25-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 5 or 6. 2nd and long coming up now for Virginia Tech. Where did I get the team asshole hat? 7 or 8 years ago, somebody sent me 2 of these. I don't know where they got them. I mean, they obviously had them custom made because it's got my name on the back. It was actually a guy from Facebook sent me 2 of these. He's a Florida State fan, in fact. Another sack, this time all the way back at the 7-yard line. Big loss of about 20. It's going to be 3rd and absolute oblivion now for Virginia Tech. But yeah, he sent me 2 of them. And I guard them with my life, too. I love these fucking... I've been wearing them on video since the day he sent them to me. This next year is our year. Fans off season is here. Oh, yeah, you know how it goes. It usually starts in February. Some have started already. Uh-oh, going deep. Incomplete. What flag is this now? Flag down. I think it was offsides on Minnesota again. Yeah, neutral zone infraction, offsides basically. Lou, will you update the top 5 dumbest fan bases? I usually do that every offseason, yeah. I gotta wait until a little bit into the offseason to narrow that list down, though. I gotta give the fan bases an opportunity to be stupid before I make a video about the top 5 most stupid. But yeah, I usually do that every offseason at some point. 3rd and 21 now. Back to throw. Caught, but well short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and about 14. Great news for the Pay Lou movement. There's 2 minutes to go in the first half. Virginia Tech's about to punt it away. Minnesota's going to have the ball back up 14-7, and we've got Minnesota -6.5. So this looks like a massive Pay Lou situation coming up in the first half of this game here. They're fixing to spread mayonnaise on top of a pumpkin pie and eat it. These people are sick. These people are sick. Trolling aside, I really do respect Kirby and Georgia, and you guys have nothing to be ashamed of. The fact you won an SEC title with that schedule is super impressive. I think so too. I obviously wanted more. I wanted to win yesterday, but there's never any shame in winning an SEC championship. I'll take that every year. Dukes is going for the Franks put that shit on everything motto. Charles says by the fourth quarter, the announcers are going to be smearing it on each other. Yep, licking it off, too. Disgusting there. I mean, I like mayonnaise. I eat a turkey sandwich or something. Yeah, give me some mayonnaise on a turkey sandwich or whatever. But putting mayonnaise on bananas and shit like they were doing, no. Pumpkin pie, no. Did y'all see it earlier? They had an ice cream sandwich. They dipped an ice cream sandwich in mayonnaise and were eating it. Like, what the fuck? No. No. That's serial killer shit. Doing that. Yeah, well, Miracle Whip is not even mayonnaise. If you eat Miracle Whip, you got problems. You're sick if you like mayo in general. You don't put mayonnaise on any of your sandwiches? That's about the only thing I use mayonnaise for is on sandwiches. But you don't put... What do? Eat a dry fucking sandwich? Come on, man. All right, Minnesota with the ball. Or about to get the ball. Virginia Tech's going to be punting it away. We've got 2 minutes to go in the first half. Minnesota's up 14-7. I've got Minnesota minus 6.5 in the first half, so this would be great news if we can hit this. Gets the punt away. Returned. 35, 40, out of bounds around the 41 or 42 yard line. Ballpark mustard fan here. Yeah, I like mustard too. Yeah, most of my sandwiches I do mayonnaise and mustard. I don't know. I'm a little weird maybe. Now, not Texas A&M type of weird, but just a little weird. Turkey sandwiches, I only do mayonnaise. That's all I put on. I don't put mustard or anything on them. If I eat a turkey sandwich, I want just mayonnaise. If I eat a ham sandwich, then I'll do mayonnaise and mustard. I don't do mayonnaise at all. I use mustard on sandwiches. I mean, I guess I could do that if I had to. Thank you, DK, for the super chat again. I could do that if I had to. Like if I didn't have any mayonnaise and I wanted a ham sandwich, I would eat it with just mustard on it, I guess. But I would much rather have mayonnaise on it. Mustard must be added to sausage biscuit. Yes, if any of y'all out there haven't tried that, yes. Mustard on your sausage biscuit is really good. Did Dean ever invite me for turkey sandwiches? No, and then that dummy didn't even make a turkey for Thanksgiving this year because I asked him. I said, Dean, this is the year, buddy. Quit putting it off. Let me come over, get some of them leftover turkey sandwiches. He said, I would, but we're not doing a turkey this year. So So now, on top of not inviting me over, turns out now Dean is also un-American. Never forget, too, that Dean Legge in August compared Georgia's wide receiver room to Alabama's wide receiver room in 2020. Never forget that. Professional Georgia sports media member Dean Legge said that Georgia's wide receiver room in 2024 was going to be like Alabama's wide receiver room in 2020. Never forget. Never forget that. Big fan of Chick-fil-A chicken biscuits. Yeah, they're good. Real good. I put mustard on those too, which is odd because I don't usually put mustard on my chicken. But a Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, I will put a little mustard on it. 2nd and 10 for Minnesota. Another first down. Minnesota's looking to add to their lead here heading into halftime. Chicken biscuits are great with honey. I never tried that. I do like honey, though. This game has turned us into the food channel. Well, y'all know me. I have an addiction with football and food. Like the two go, the two go hand in hand. It's hard for me to talk about football. If I talk about football long enough, eventually I'm going to get to food. Food and football just go together. Speaking of which, I got to eat here in a little bit. I haven't eaten today since lunch. Had 2 peanut butter sandwiches for lunch. Going deep. Overthrown and incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 with 1:02 to go until halftime. 5-star meal. Well, a 5-star meal for me is going to start with a steak. And for me, it would be a ribeye. Ribeye is my favorite cut of meat. So it would start with a ribeye, baked potato, maybe a salad. Popeyes? I don't eat that garbage. I don't eat Popeyes. It's not any good. 2nd and 10. Don't do anything stupid like a pick six or whatever. Back to throw. They might not have got the playoff in time. Delay a game, I think. Jesus Christ Home Slice. What's up, buddy? He says, genuine question. What do you think is Bama's biggest issue? DeBoer, culture change, Nick Sheridan? I think number one, mildew. And it's DeBoer's not a bad coach, but it's a massive change from Saban to DeBoer. So it really shouldn't be a surprise that Alabama, at least initially, takes a little bit of a step backwards. Now, that doesn't mean that maybe next year or a year later or the year after that, DeBoer and Alabama will have some kind of all-time great team and go 100-0 and beat everybody by 50. Like, nothing that happened this year proves DeBoer's a bad coach or anything like that. Touchdown, Minnesota. But I do think that some people underestimated, what would happen initially when you moved away from Saban. And honestly, I don't think it mattered who they hired. They could have hired anybody in the country. I think initially there was going to be a downward slope. How far down? That was a fair question to ask. But I think to expect anybody to come in after Nick Saban and for things to just continue with no bumps in the road, I think that was a little unrealistic. They still recruit at an insanely high level. They've still got a ton of talent and a ton of playmakers. And, it's fun to make fun of Bama because they've been bad for so long. It's like when Georgia loses now. Like, everybody comes out of the woodwork when Georgia loses now because Georgia never loses. And for a long time, it was like that with Alabama, So, would anybody be surprised if they won the SEC next year and made the playoffs? No, that wouldn't be surprising. It also wouldn't be surprising if they went 9-3 again and missed the playoffs again. I mean, Now, if they start going worse than 9-3, you know, if they have an 8-4 season or 2 or 3 8-4 seasons or something, yeah, well then yeah, maybe you got a problem there. But I don't know. We'll see. We got a Bojangles in my town in Ohio. Blessed. I like Bojangles. It's my second favorite chicken place. Yeah, so I don't mind Bojangles. I like their chicken supreme meals, their chicken tenders, and Bojangles has the best honey mustard, pre-made like fast food honey mustard. Bojangles has the best honey mustard. If I could buy Bojangles, if I could buy Bojangles honey mustard by the jar, like at the grocery store, I would buy it. It's by far the best honey mustard I've ever had. Bojangles honey mustard, and I like their breakfast too. Bojangles. Virginia Tech's going to return this one from the 10 across the 20. Going to be tackled right there. 50 seconds to go until halftime. 21-7, Minnesota up over Virginia Tech. My grandma used to make good fried chicken too. She had one of those old school deep fryers. You know, I mean, she made it the most unhealthy way possible, which means it was really, really good. But she made it the old school way, you know, with a deep fryer. And boy, it was good. Yeah, it was really good. Yep, with Crisco. No, she used oil, not Crisco. She used oil. Cane's is bland and his ass. Season them joints. Cane's? Yeah, I don't eat there. I don't eat there. Isn't that the one partly owned by Tim Tebow? That's why I don't eat there. Any chance we somehow lose to Florida State in week 1? No. You better not. I'm not kidding or trolling. You better not fucking lose to Florida State in week 1. Do not do that. Come on, man. I'm serious. All trolling aside about Alabama and laughing when they lose and shit. If y'all lose to Florida State, I don't even know what to tell you on that. But if y'all lose to Florida State, you might want to fire DeBoer immediately. That's a fireable offense. Hey Lou, I'm glad you have your own channel on tonight. It's been a rough day. I won't drag anyone down with the details, but you're helping my mood, Lou, and channel support. Hey Bryce, man, whatever it is, man. Tomorrow's another day, buddy. We all have bad days. Trust me, I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of them over the course of a year. You just got to get up and do it again tomorrow, man. That's all you can do. Keep moving forward. If LSU lost our season opener, wouldn't that make it 7 in a row? 6. They've lost 5 in a row. They won their season opener in 2019. They lost in 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So they've lost 5 in a row. If ACC was group of 5, Clemson would get into playoffs every year. Yeah, probably. Probably, yeah. That's not really a flex, though. 1st and 10 for Virginia Tech. 9 seconds to go. Caught with 4 seconds to go. Boy, this would be a long field goal if they want to try it from here. Let's see, what else we got? What's on tomorrow? You got anything tomorrow? Buffalo and Liberty at 11 a.m. tomorrow? Nobody wants to watch that, do they? Nobody wants to watch that, do they? I don't know. I don't know about that. Is the NFL on tomorrow? Let's see. What are we doing? Come on, man. Steelers tomorrow? Long, super long field goal attempt here. This is going to be a 60-yard field goal attempt here at the end of the first half. Cleveland at Baltimore at 4:30. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh at 8. Cincinnati's a 2-point favorite on the road at Pittsburgh. Like y'all mentioned before, Baltimore is a 20-point favorite against. That's unbelievable. That is unreal. I don't know how much y'all pay attention to gambling or betting lines or whatever, but because in college football you see that shit all the time. 20-point favorite, 30-point favorite, 25-point favorite. You don't ever see that in the NFL. Most lines in the NFL are like 4 points, 5 points. 6 points is considered a lot in the NFL. Baltimore's a 20-point favorite. Here comes the field goal. Be a 60-yarder if it's good. Kick is up. Wow. Did he make that? He fucking made it. He made it. Wow. A 60-yarder to end the half. Minnesota 21, Virginia Tech 10 is your halftime score. Hey Lou, we won a bet on the first half. We had Minnesota minus 6.5, and we hit it. That puts me up $239 for the week. I'll take it. I'll take it. That puts me up $239 for the week. What else? What is it? Panthers, Penguins. Hey, Ohio State, I know a kicker. How about Notre Dame's kicker yesterday? I didn't know until I was watching the game and they kept talking about it. But Notre Dame has like the worst kicker in the country. He's barely 50% on his field goals this year. Motherfucker goes 3 for 3 yesterday. No, I'm not gonna bet the second half. I'm gonna take my money and run there on that. Yeah, I'm gonna take my money and run on this game. I'm not gonna risk it on the second half. These bowl games can be unpredictable, so I had $100 on the first half and I hit. So that's a lot for me. I usually only bet about $25 a game, sometimes $50. So $100 is a lot for me. So you know what? Winning that $100 will make up for me losing 4 bets tomorrow at $25 a pop. So I'm not gonna get greedy on this game. Is the ACC down bad? Yeah, real bad. Real bad. I think the ACC this season is probably the worst Power 4 or 5 conference in the last 25 years. Which, of course, makes Florida State the worst Power 5 team. Maybe in history. Because Florida State went 2-10 in a conference that is probably the worst conference in the last 25 years. Why do you like first half bets so much? I like them better in bowl. Well, in bowl games, I prefer to bet the first half, especially in lower bowl games when a lot of times you got a lot of starters out. Like in this game here, Virginia Tech's missing like 15 of their starters. Like they had like 15 starters hit the portal already. But you don't know what Minnesota's going to do in the second half. Take the Miami game as an example. I only bet the first half of the Miami game specifically, and I said it all during the stream. What if Cam Ward doesn't play the second half? What if Cam Ward decides to quit halftime? So I had only bet the first half, and I won the first half, even though Miami ended up. But what happened? Miami ended up losing the game. Just the bowl games are odd that way. The bowl games are really odd that way. So, I mean, there's no secret or anything when it comes to gambling. You're going to lose money over time no matter what you do. It's just a reality. If anybody tells you different, they're just lying to you. But in a lot of these low-level bowl games, I prefer to bet just the first half. What's up, Adam? I know Georgia played mediocre at best yesterday, especially on offense, but momentum was obviously huge in college football, and that number 39 sure deflated it early. Yeah, facts. A lot of shit went bad for Georgia yesterday. The kickoff to start the second half, the fumble at the end of the first half. I mean, that was a 14-point swing. End of the first half, beginning of the second half. Notre Dame scored those 2 touchdowns. It was pretty much over at that point. But we did hit the goal. We got to do some more push-ups here. We're at 46. We're at 46 so far. Let's see what we can get to here. Oh boy, only 10 that time. Puts us at 46 though. That's pretty good for me, for an old, out of shape man. It's pretty good for an old, out of shape man. Speaking of old and out of shape and tired and wore down and run down, I think I'm going to get out of here. I did want to come on today and give people a chance to troll me or whatever for Georgia. Appreciate y'all not being too hard on me about my Georgia Dogs losing yesterday. Tough loss for Georgia. An even tougher loss for me. Dang. I took an L yesterday. Oh well, I'll stack it up with my other L's and keep it moving. That's all you can do. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Y'all enjoy your weekend. I have some videos up for you tomorrow. The call-in show will be back next week. So call-in show Tuesday night. So give me a call on Tuesday. We can talk about this last weekend's games. We can talk about the next round, whatever. Call-in show Tuesday night at 9. But y'all enjoy your weekend and have a good morning.